your camera may not nail the exposure dead on. In this case, you can lighten and change the contrast a bit. Now, whether you're doing it in this editor or you're using Photoshop Elements, I do want to say do this in small doses. Remember that unless you've got calibration software on your computer that's keeping the monitor calibrated correctly, you may not have the perfect display, and what looks good to you may be completely washed out to somebody else. So, don't hit it with a sledgehammer. Just take it in small increments when you're changing the lightening and darkening and the color balances. Now, to resize, you go up to Image, Resize, and when you do, a dialog box will pop up. It's usually set in inches. With digital, you probably want to get used to using pixels. So change this unit to pixels. And if you're going to use this for internet use, what you want to do is make the image smaller so that it either fits in an email or fits on a web page. And I usually go for about 600 pixels at the biggest end, especially if I'm going to email it. Now you can change the resizing by, typing in 600 here, or you can change it by percentage. I want to reduce this 30%. And once you have, whichever way is the most comfortable for you, and once you have that, you just click on OK, and you're ready to go. Now, if you've changed this image at all, most likely you want to keep the original the way it is in case you decide that you don't like the changes you've made. So this new file, you should always use Save As and save it as a new file name. Now, when I'm reducing things for email, let's say, or for the internet, what I'll do is I'll reduce them and then I'll save the file image and I'll say something at the end like SM. So I know that's my small image. So that's the one I want to use online, or that's the one I want to email. As long as it's a different name, it works. It doesn't have to be any specific thing or any file name specifically. It's what works for you. So, rename it so that you're not overwriting the original. Have fun. This photo editing software, especially things like Elements and Google's Picasa, they have lots and lots of special effects. Push buttons. Try some different effects. Add text, remove and change backgrounds. Have fun. I'm just amazed at what you can do. Really quickly, most photo editing software has problems doing dogs, but do know that this is the same. This is the same process whether it's cats and dogs or people. But I've noticed that Photoshop Elements and Picasa, they don't do the green eye as well as they do red eye for people. So this demo, I'm using Paint Shop Pro to remove the red eye, or green eye in this case. So just go to Adjust, Red Eye Removal. It asks what kind of eye it is. Is it an animal eye? Is it what kind of eye is it? Is it a person's eye? And then it asks you what kind of direction it is. Is it a drop-down menu? And then once you have that set up, you just simply go and take your mouse and draw over the green eye. And when you've got it, you can see your preview here. And when you've got it, you just click OK. And it's changed. It is really that fast. If you don't nail it completely the first time, just hit undo and come on back and try it again. But it is so simple to remove red eye that it's using that thing on your camera is meaningless when you can do it in software like that.